Kublai pi baro pi pe ikari khasi channel ngi wan rasha pi ka thup khubor jangani Taiew menta. Kimat ki bakong san. Rai ki regional committee ban jurip port hadian bakot ki dorbasan rai. Ek sarkar hagaching start UVC ban pinbet bat ka MCTA halor ke NEP. How news namla ban pindap no ekaching tay ka yeng dorbar thawan ong ulampang. Hukum UCEM ban weng madori ki bar jilla ki bakhayi klem license habimula. On pinlong interview thungkam katanat ka kot kakhya na kabinta ka MHLP. Bat kibay de ki Khubor. Inya pamintas ki Khubor banya. Ki regional committee jongka jila Assam bat Meghalaya menhaksini kong jongka Taiew kila shimya ka rai ba kin salit benya jurip lang yakishnong ki badan hagitain lang pi mentau benai nai lur menta ka snem hadin balakot ki dorbar senrai hagini ki artali ki jila.
We had a very cordial discussion today and we have narrowed down the gap actually, previously it was a huge gap actually. Now it is narrowed down and I hope after assembly session of Meghalaya and Assam, because in September assembly sessions of Meghalaya assembly and Assam assembly will start. So after the assembly session we will visit the area and we fix up the date and we'll visit the area, and after visiting the area I hope the discussion will conclude the discussion and we will arrive in a final conclusion of the meeting. So today's discussion was very cordial and very good, of course. And I'd like to extend thanks to Honorable Minister Meghalaya, Shri Paul Lingdo, and his team for organizing the meeting in such a beautiful manner. So I extend my thanks to him, and I hope that this area, Khasi Hills area problem will be solved within a very short time after the visit is done. Thank you so much.
So how many villages will be?
That now I will not in a position to speak, because unless we visit the area, unless we know the mindset of the people of their area, psyche of the people of their area, where they want to stay. So that way, let us visit the area, and after visiting the area, so we will be able to say that so and so number of village wants to stay in Meghalaya, so and so number of village wants to stay in Assam. So right at this moment, it will not be fair if we mention the number of the village.
Now Meghalaya came up with its own claim. Assam came up with its own claim, and we said narrowed down. So when we said narrowed down, it means those areas which are absolutely problem free. Okay, they will come up with the list of these villages in the next meeting when we undertake the survey, the joint inspection on site.
So how many villages?
Can you tell us that Langpi is an area of contention, because earlier we had the history of violence. So how will you resolve it? Give and take policy.
It will be resolved. Don't worry for this, because there was not a there is not an issue which cannot be solved through discussions. After discussions, every tough issues are solved. Yeah. So I don't think that it will be a big problem for us to solve, because we started discussing, and I hope after discussion it will be solved.
Unong ay buit ka sarkar jila hagabay de bagatanat puli puthiu ba HM Shangpliang ulay thu baka sarkar MDA 2 kaladep shim ya ki babun tiligi kamne kilat kilintina kabantay kino hikay SSA but shen kan sapalat no ya ka pisa ka ba sanpo ar klortingka ka ba de gaching siu ya ka tulop ka chongki.
So there was the capping norms which we were supposed to provide to the SSA teachers. That already is in the process of the file has already moved from the department, and we will shortly, once the government releases that, we should be able to release the 52 crores, the capping salary to all the SSA teachers. And besides that, the installment, which was kept pending for years together, the present government has released already the first installment, as assured by the Honorable Chief Minister on the floor of the House in the first assembly this year, that the installments, the areas that were pending for the SSA teachers would be released at the earliest possible, and that already has been released. The first installment has already been released in the month of June, and now normally we would like to release the second installment in the month of December, but due to the availability of fund made available by the Honorable Chief Minister, even the second installment of the area has already been released this month, and the process of releasing it to the respective teachers have already started. So these are few initiatives that the present government has already taken, which goes for the benefit of all the SSA teachers, and that is why we appeal to the teachers, SSA teachers, that while we take care of their problems, we would also like to see that the standard of the education in all the SSA schools should be improved in the days to come.
U CEM ka KHADCU ba penyal sing CEM u laong ba namar ba ulat ke jilau ladep ya ka jing menjur ke jong u ha ka bay day bat ka Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council Rules and Regulations of Land Act 2021 ki jaga kan shopisa ne ki bang kimla ban kin ta ya ki no ki kot kisla ne ki duler khndo ki bala dep ban soi da ka District Council
te nakaliang ka Executive Committee mentakasri ka Shitarik September ringkat bagi EM in charge jongkalan member na po Ramrai ngikot yaki institution, financial institution, yaki banks, state bank, kiwi bank, kumju ruki private banks, ban ya kendu yang ni mentas ni kaji kendu kajungi buat kini ki bank kalong hadin bangiyo jingtip buat ngiyo jing ujor na kat tu kat ni ngut ki beliau kejungi ki balalik syaka bank kejongki ban pan yiki ki housing loan baki wiki loan mortgage bakilara ru yaki kot kisla kibalayo naka Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council katkum kani ka act kaba la asen u governor kabangi ong ka Khasi Hills Autonomous District Regulation and Administration of Land Act Arhajar Arkuway hakani ka act katkum ka section kabapra ka clause khandai bat shipho ka ongkum ne the land title rights certificates, the duler bin scam and the duler or pata or land documents issued under the provision of this act and rules framed thereunder shall be recognized and considered as valid legal land title documents or instrument to prove the ownership and absolute possession over the land by any authority including banks and other financial institution. Kabamut nakaliang ka Executive Committee, nakaliang ka Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council kan ai yakini kikot kumbangala penrap mentat kumbangala yathu EP on the lade penbiang kinong one apply ngi yaka registration of land but ngin sa ai yakini kikot kat kum ga jingbiang ju kita kikot kibakiwan apply but ki bank baro ki financial institution ki deban itu kat kum kanika ak But nakaliang kajungi ru ka katkum kani ka clause bashipho. The land recording officer shall also be competent to issue no objection certificate NOC for mortgage, land valuation certificate and non-encumbrance certificate. Kamut hapo jong kini ka act land act ngila yo ya ka bor ban issue kini ki certificate. But ngim artatien syu bakat kabala ai bor ling ba kini ka act baki bank kindang kintai yeki loan application jong ki bri junga. But haka meeting ko mangila ikendo ngila batha yo deputy secretary in charge jong kalan ban issue ya ka circular but ban enclose ya kani ka copy jong kani ka act bakin pa sya baro ki institution baro kini ki bank pi ka jing mentoi ka bakrau ya ka jet benriu khasi ka jungi khamtam kini ki santali district ki bahab apo ka jing pet jong ka KHDC hadin bengila yo ikani ka land act arja kuwe kala long shisha ka jing ku namar bakinu kinu ki khun benriu khasi ki jungi ki bakwa ban pen scam ya ka jinglong try ka jongki ya ka khendo ka siap lada kalong haka rirat ka baki pai ba jong tu karat ki long try don usodara lada kalong haka brikur ba utu orang bakur ba kakur kelak thung kin pentulun ya ka kam kin penyak ya ka kam hapok kakur lani da kalong haka rinong kenti kini kilai teli ki rukom bat khendo bat siap ke jongi kat kum kiriti dustur ke jongi kiba ngila itu da kene ka ak bat kila benwan shangi ban pen scam ya ka jinglong trai ke jongki nama ondala wan ban pen scam ya ka jinglong trai ke jongi kat kum ka notification ka bangila penbena yar shopai ba haka sauterik uniu August arja arpulai ngilawan ra ru ya ka notification banbu ikislap namenta ka registration of land kawamud hakijaka sol ki bahab aka schedule area ki balak kali kata square feet de se kata ka door registration shabam like kali kata square feet kata ka door registration but shakijaka nong kendong ngidon ka urban ba ka rural area ni ki jaka ba like kali ki long laka jong ka dor kat kum ka square feet shaki ba mlike kali ka long laka jong ka dor nasa ai nasa share copy but kinang don ru kiwe ki jing pen kala hakani ka notification namar ba nyen hab ban perkhat sai kini ki rewrite ru ki ba ki shnong ki badan ya ka right but ki badan de ki spa eka ki jaka tela dakin register but ni hakaju ka por le se kanam ya hab sure tenamenta kita ru ngila don ka jing tmu ringkat em in charge lan banwan ra ka corrigendum habe de kani ka notification baya kiri ra ikiri kur ngin sadon ka consideration nam ta jongki bat kumju ki lau kentang hoi nakaliam jongki ki penpau ba ki kloi ban ya trelang ba ka KHDC but kim don ru hiru ka jing tmu ban ong ba kin ketai te shulong let's say yo kadon ka communication gap let's say ki circular kimpoi hakituki regional heads beri page hakituki area kijong kituki branch
Kumbakat no tali ki bangi wan hagani ka meeting mentang sing ba.
Lightly ki banks but kiwe ru ki bank but ki bala pentrekam ya kani ngikam khot sure kumya ka MRB Bank of Baroda but kiwe ki bala pentrekam ngikam khot sure te ke SBI kawan ke IDFC Axis but kiwe ki private banks ki wan te le si ki don ru ki brang thma kim tip hiru bakla don kini ka ai te ling ba kini ka meeting kala shai but ling ba jong phi ki ban pathai ni ka Khubor se kan long ka jingi rap na ta ki brio jungi but nga kentu ya ki brio jungi ki ba shong basa hakini ki santli ki district ki badan ya ka khndo shimet ki badan ya jakala jong subha kan bahai ban wan ban pelskam ya ka jinglong try ka jongki hapo council but ngiru ringkat ka jing treshdom ia in charge in sabrief pi la ka jong ke ka next plan jongi ka executive committee batumai hakabede ba kan land registration te kan pensup hai ki brio but kan yarap hai ru ye ki breu jungi ban yo ki documents ban pets camp ki chaka ki jungi ki don ki bang ki bala kham he karu kontrai kam le si ki la don ki regional area mo ka Ribhoi district la ka jong ka east ka hills ka west le si ka don ka communication gap te ban light na kata ni ong ba kani kan di ka final order ke jungi ka bangin ashi ki bang but kumju ru ringkat kini ki circular ki bangin inklusi ni ki ak ban ngila kran shai mentat kinu ki bang ondang la dap ban ai kini ka final circular jungi lada ki dang kentat ban shim ban ajing rap ikibreu jungi dakini ki kot kisla ba yo na ka KHDC ngimban se kat kum ka trading by non tribal regulation act ngin habban kham ni kini ki bang
Ka sarkar jala kala akajing sta jong vice chancellor ne VC jong ka school bat ne hu nagabenta ban ya penbet no ya kijing song thu bakla bat ka Meghalaya College Teachers Association MCTA hadin ba ka university kala rai ban pentrikam no ya ka National Education Policy 2020.
It's a new policy in the sense we are already having an exercise. We have constituted the Education Commission. We also have various other committees that are already in the pipeline now, like the textbook review committee. The textbook review committee will also undergo a lot of suggestions and recommendations to be made to the government to bring in a new syllabus and new curriculums with textbook containing a lot of local contents. So though we are in the mind of exercising to bring in NCERT books too in the present context of the books through the MBOs, and therefore this textbook committee will also do such exercise. And while you talk about the new education policy, we understand we are taking baby steps now to start implementing the new policy, and therefore the teachers need to be trained. There's a lot of work to be done, and the preparation have already started for the new policy.
Sir, when can we expect NEP to be implemented in school level?
See, implementation of policy, as you all know, it's already started in the college level. Okay. Now, various colleges have also already taken up the implementation of the new policy. Now, likewise, now these will also come down even at the school level, secondary level, higher secondary level. So now the preparation have already started.
We have seen that even Nehuta or Meghalaya College Teachers Association, everyone is against this implementation of NEP from this current academic session, and they are saying that the July 12 order of Nehu Vice Chancellor should be withdrawn. So what do you have to think?
This matter is under discussion. I think we will leave it to the wisdom of the Vice Chancellor, because I have learned that the Vice Chancellor of the NEHU has invited the MCTA for talks, and I hope these can be sorted out, and we leave it to the wisdom of the university.
So you also mentioned that 2026 won't be the end of this.
Yes, there is a misconception, and there's a myth that 2026 is a deadline of the SSA, and 2026 after 2026 there won't be any more SSA. All the teachers of the SSA would be would lose their job, and all the kinds of things. Actually, I just want to clear one doubt, that the 2026 is not to be used as a word deadline. It is a goal set by the Government of India. Now, this goal, which has been given to the government, to each state government, has a target, has a goal to be achieved, and 2026 is such kind of a goal where we need to introspect, we need to look into how far have we achieved by implementing the SSA norms, and how far should we go further, and what are the changes that we need to bring into the SSA. This is what I made it clear today.
President Jongka Meghalaya Trinamool Congress uba Charles Pingroop ula kentuya ka sarkar jila bakan khmi bhabyang ya ka National Education Policy NEP 2020 nama ba ula kenno ba kani ka policy kan penjat ya ka puli ka puthi jongki babon ba ki samla ka jila.
The National Education Policy, it needs to have a rethink there.
Come long, can you go and pin jot the guy? Galaway to some laugh, but they would go. Pulley. Come long, got you long can pin jot. Meaning that you can, but we will put spell. But in the college, you have to have experts to discuss this. Daga ni tumlong kan kaya ka jinang jig start some like di buat din. This policy has to be rethink has to be done on this. Experts should be put. I believe the government of Meghalaya has got a big education
commission.
And there are some good people there.
So you are there to rethink about the policy, not this. Sorry.
I mean, they should give ideas. They should give opinions.
Till that time, it should be withheld.
Yes.
Ulampang ka yung dorbar thawan ka jilaw Thomas sangma ulay thu ba ka jing pendep ya ka jing te ya ka yung dorbar thawan ka pathamai jong ka jila kala bandai bat long no hapo jong news na mentar ula pentep ba ka jing pen khot ya ki basa na ka jing khlem jong udum bat ka jing men jor lang halor ka design jong udum pathamai mentai kila ya chakman bat ba ka kamru kala na yai beteng wat la ki don ka tu ka ni ki jing e ki ba mlakyar
already started actually. It is already started because we were awaiting the approval for the design structures, the foundational structures, designs which has to be vetted by both the Roorkee IIT and Guwahati IIT, which has already been vetted and approved. So the work is already started.
Dome will be there.
I'm sorry?
Dome.
Yeah, dome. Yeah, it's already started. The work started.
What would be the nature of the dome?
It's slightly modified design, but it is lighter. The earlier design was weighing about, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3,000 tons. Now it's been reduced considerably.
So last time you have given the company to clear all the debris by April 15. So have these debris?
Yes, debris have already been cleared. The work is already started.
So there was an effort to find out what went wrong, who is responsible, the inquiry. What happened on that?
I think the process is on, but I don't. So far as I know, I have not received any the final report.
So has there been any cost escalation after the incident of the
Yes, certainly there are cost escalations, which already been, but has been approved by the High Power Committee, and the re-revised estimate has already been also accepted, and work is already started.
Please tell us the
previous HPC was
I'm sorry?
not in favor of cost escalation. Previous HPC under McFarlane said that the company agreed to have the same expenditure, and the previous HPC was not willing to hike.
There are so many technical issues involved. For example, the structural area had also been increased. The floor area, the construction area was earlier smaller in size. Now it's become bigger. So, which justifies for the cost escalation also. It's not because of the time involved factors, the cost was escalated. It's because of the expansion of the area, construction area.
CEM ka KHADC ba penyat sing CEM ulapan pawe ka jing bitar lab hadian bola lab hi dala ki jong ki khmat ba ki dan bun ba ki bar jila ki ba claim license ki ba wan na e ki ba yo ban khayi lai luat ki than yo molong ba ru kum jo ki than bi mola
Andang iyat nang nina po tem lat bimolash ni sa motran ni bun ma ki dekhar ki nyu mo ha ngatrai ki khar muslim ki di juti ki di kat pamon hang tu ki run ke business jongki bat meneng lap baki syong hida kitu ki dekhar bat marmar hi la pha ya student jongka enforcement jongi council ban talasi ban tokit naki la ki don nem ki trade license la da kim don ki trade license meneh hing la ai order ai lingkat ia mencharge market ban weng no ikitu ki jing dia jongi bat la da don manu ki khasi balik kam kalau ong sobha wan ai jing pensyai hapo office mendai ban pensyai tu po cakap Ya mentah la pha kata ban ni sampai manu bawan kam.
Ka KHEDC hapo ka jingalam jong u CEM uba penyat sing CEM ka EM berikmi ya ka yo ka Congress Meri Kharpuri UEM Development uba karne soshang ringkar ka jinga Trelang ki board district ki pulit ka SP office Himamalim muda bat ki nong penyat jong ki santali ki dor bash nomba ki be de ki lale banjirip ya ka yo do halor ki lai tali ki man
the market, especially in the beginning open opportunity
Teka jingmu nakaliang ke council bangiwan ban jingo ekni jaka ka bangi sedang menemen skap ke port khabai baje nang te na po parking lot jong ka muda hang te po kli yo ka don artli ki mat ki bakongsan ki bangi kwa banwan jingo habe de ni ka singi ka wei ka long ha ka de bat ka sup ka san ka shong sup shong san kham tam bangi ongkal public safety but security jong ki nong rung nong mi hang ni po yo ki nong lek nong wan la ki long ki nong din ki nong thiet ka baar pat ni kwa banya kren banwan pej dalade habe de ka jingku jing suba jong kini ka yo bat kini ki shnong bamarjan habangi phai ya ka habai baka public security but safety nila yo iki jing complain la niki jing ujor ki babun na ki riu pat ba na ki nong lek nong wan na ki shnong kumju hakabai dei baka jing bom isngan shu banwan ban rung hang phayo do te katao kalong bakidon ki jaka ki bale se kin long ki jaka ba la ban ri tengen ki nong le kam snew habangi page mene hang te po kli yo ka parking muda ngilap ba hang tu po parking kadon southly ki mala ki ba ai parking ye ki kali ki don ki mala ki bam ilok shu bandrung dap dak kti dap ki jabo bat kajing dum jong tu jaka wat men si men shai lu long kum ka pormit te kum kini ki jaka le si ki atrak yi ki kam snew ki kringi ki kam snew bat ikinong le kam snew kam tam bangi phai ka jing e jong ka social long ba kari khasi menta habe de jing kerni jong drugs tengi i bangi sokya ka ni khna samla ki bangat hakum kini ki jing e bateng teng ladangin pet lang nakaliang jungi kum ka council kum ka district administration kum sarkar shei ken poi kini ki samla ki be ki jungi nila khotru ye ki official na kemuda mene nyong da kumno hapo kashibanai abanai dei ban wengno ikini jing e hangte po parking lot muda kamut dei ban wanra ka jing shai ki proper lighting sangtai po parking nang bakinong rung nong mi ki park kali ki nong lek nong wan po yo kinum dan kanunu jing sha luti jing sha tu sha thim te badya kani nakaliang ki official jong kemuda mene kila penpau ba kaladon ka project menta ka bakentup haka smart city project jong Shillong but chen on sapentri kam no ekata nadu benai September ni benai banwan tingi sukumen baka sarkar ru kashimkia but ka namar baka te ka parking lot muda hang te pokri yo kamde ka jingpet jong hima kamde ka jingpet jong ka council ka hab jingpet jong ka urban affairs but ya kaniru nakaliang ka government kala shimkia but kani ka parking jong ka muda kadon hasenda baka yodo te ki babun ki kamsniu le se ki commit lani ki le ki kamsniu na po motran ki le pet chate ki le ki kamsniu na po nang ni na po yodu ki le pet chate chapo them yo molong meneru ngila don ke inspection hak thi po junction jong ka yo molong but ngila kentu malapha ya u sector officer banbu pulit no hang tu po junction nang bakinong le kamsniu kinam yo ban het chati chapo them yo molong ki basa kini ki khal motor te nganga so ba ni sokhya bede kas public safety security ka ba arpat habedi bakani ni shem babun ha ki jaka ki ba wat ha jingpet jong ka hima jingpet jong ka council kim don shu ya ki street light ki babiak kim don shu ya ki CCTV ki babiak kila don teng ki CCTV ha ka por baladep ri menta baro kila kem long function shu ya kani nilai discuss but ia men charge jong market di congress but ia mencharge development ibak kanas sosyang ngin sepenbet ba nakaliang jungi ling baka 15 finance commission grant ngin la ban lei ban warra biang kajing shngan hapo yo ling baka jingbu jungi yakini ki solar street lights ban ki lighting ski ba biang bat kumju ru ban install ki CCTV hang ne po area jong ka yodo
Unoyalam ke NPP ubalong ru menteri rangba benrap jong ke sarkar jela ba asniaw bhalang dhar menhaksi ba arjong ke tayo ulaya tho ba u MLA barim jong ke Mausan Ram constituency ubadei ru unoyalam jong ke seng BJP Meghalaya uba Himalaya Shangpliang ulapen pau ba udon ke jing thrang bat kwa bon pinyas no ilade bat ke seng National People's Party NPP hashwa ke election MP Lok Sabha ke bansalong hakasnem ke banwan
iba sampai express bantuan parti amdi dah join suaka parti termar ki kandidat kibon ke baplai tak parti kan song kumuru songi nama lu nak banu tahu kan makan don ke profesor ban follow kita how to select candidate ni
Kamu debat orang pelang lah express ke interest banjir.
Express ni bang man ni kuat join kata bahkan kan bang pada join kan orang no mari join juga
Dekat nunggu saya gini bapan tiket punya kuliah ni ke.
Ya bon ni man pada perlu application dah tangga express bon bah dan ni perang kiba express bakal banyak dah tak kami itu kata ni yang kesan guna di start
Dan kini kita berdua bapan tiket. Hadu kan saya ke parti ke expect bikin job ya ke election.
Kan ya kata dah ko simpel bangin screen bah properly mengapa ibu biang okay
Unoyalam jong ka seng Trinamool Congress Meghalaya uba Charles Ping Rob uloong ba unoyalam jong ka seng BJP uba Himalaya Shangpliang udan ya ka man lai lut ba unjiet ban penis no elade ba kanu ru ka seng san perthei da ka weipat na ba kam shimdon ka jing khanglat ha ka bede ba ka riti sin shar pat ba kila ban kelyang ya ki seng ne ki party ki ba maki ki kwa ban kelyang.
Well, he is free to go to any political party as he desires. Because at the moment there is no constitutional barrier that can stop him from doing so. Therefore, if he feels that he wants to go to join the NPP, then it is his prerogative.
Well, it is also said that he will be, he is eyeing NPP's seat, Shillong parliamentary seat, to contest as a candidate for Shillong parliamentary seat of NPP. So, if you can tell us about how do you feel, and do you have you decided to contest? Means your party has decided to contest
One
Shillong.
thing about the NPP, they will have to fight the parliamentary seat. So, if they are looking at Bahima Shangpliang to be the candidate, so it's, I find there's nothing wrong in that.
Kaseng Trinamool Congress Meghalaya kalapai khamat shau MLA barim jong ko umroi constituency uba George Billing do ban ya khunkum ukertong jong kaseng hakani ka election MP shaka lok sabha ka ban salong hakani ka snam ka banwan yakani la yatho da u president jong ka Trinamool Congress Meghalaya uba Charles Pingrup habaikran bakilat pathai Khubor hanong ba shalong hakasi balang menta Taiew.
But where our party is concerned, I have yet to discuss with the High Command, General Secretary in charge, Dr. Manas Punia. In fact, I spoke to him this morning, asking him for a meeting, and perhaps he will come or I'll go to Calcutta and finalize the modalities of how we go about it.
But TMC will be contesting this parliamentary election, right?
Yes.
Both the seats?
Yes. Both seats.
Okay.
So have you decided on the candidates? Huh?
No, only after we get the go from the party that they will, they have to agree on certain issues, then we shall go. Because we already have candidates, so there's no issue.
So who are your probable candidates, sir?
Well, from the Shillong region, and that's my personal, but according depends on the entire party hierarchy. I feel George Lingdo will be a very good candidate. And from the Garwals, I'll leave it to the wisdom of the Honourable Parliamentary Party Leader, Dr. Bukul Sangma, to take the final call.
Ka tanat ka koit ka khia jong ka jila kan sepelong ya ka interview na ka benta ka kam MHLP ha ka handre tering menta obnai nai lur menta ka snam arhajar arpulai.
In response to the observation that there was not adequate attention paid to the qualified MLHP or the mid-level health providers across the state of Meghalaya, we have decided to have a walk-in interview on the 6th of September in Garo Hills, to be centered at Tura. And yes, this will be an exercise for us, because very few institutes are actually running this BSc, after the BSc nursing, a 6-month course specified for this kind of a qualification. Now these MLHPs are very important health provider units for us across the state. Certain formalities for the submission of utilization certificates becomes very important if the MLHP is not in position. MLHP are also our one-stop research collectors. So these posts are very important. We've just had a long discussion with the Honorable Chief Minister, and we are committed towards ensuring that we will have such 6 months training programs across the state, have institutes to run them, so that we are able to attend to all the requirements, especially at the sub-center level. So we have responded adequately. We will be having a special drive even in the Garo Hills region, and we hope that we will be able to understand whether there are any qualified candidates or not. And if you are qualified, please come to that interview.
But the MDC has alleged that the Garo people are being deprived during the recruitment.
Let us please not again get into this debate without a malified intention. An advertisement was floated, and all those that applied were accordingly accommodated.
Dakitungin pun kut no ya katuk khubor kani katio mentangin se syambiang bat pibaro hakatai kwai pat katio kabanwan kublei pibaro batyaso.
Lah biang, mesti aku tolak biang. Ibu ada yui manga. Untuk bersatu sleep siang manga pun. Ibu blok sleep juga ini. Terus bos tem tata salah saya bisa. Rasanya juga. Iku ali blocks. Saya bisa. Hey. apa sih? Nga mali. Iku ashitu. Nela. Iku apa sih blocks? Ini store. Ika ibu betina maina.
Apa mau sapun biang kispang? Keren dengar?
Ni kunjung pi.
Oh, boleh mon?
Dapat sa kong ikon badang red rose pelak kumni long hi. Lambi tengah keren phone hadu pi me isu ikon bel alai sajuti ro.
Oh, boleh. Kat bangaman kan? Nga keren phone ro. Sutuai manga. Boleh wet cepe.
Nak syu ong kan bai ikon ni dangren. Raja bi alanti sengke badan kali la kum no.
Oh, tadi kum tapat dia. Sutuai kan balik kum no. Kan ni kan jakalek kai ki kelum kena ki mare ya urun seliu. Sakawai ru, ini ikon ide jonga. Dai or ni long kum no ru. Masuk tuai manga. Hion batai start ni mapi.
Ibro menta tu mo. Dah lak ka phone ni ki kuan ro. Tep ke banjayu tu kan diga pertai menta te. Ba. Kiri khat me phisa di khana school glia sho ang tai. Do phi person ra compare am. Do mangai kum yasnam. Kesa. Boleh kan ya? Boleh. Taiew.
Ini kan cuy para jangan. Untuk para memen numpang tilai pujan.
Labiang. Ka akor iyo ka bakum kan ya. Boleh hi ka school kum ya? Ha? Nalar kata rok kam tep akor kam tep buram syo hasrok habaya ki berian nalar kata rok ha ka uniform. Lada tahu para jung ni uli asnia nu kran snia kum nuru padi me thu hinu hikayam ya tu hau ne kan man jung badan hang ni ma phir kum man lada tahu para jung phi uli asnia nu kran snia ki para khana sko ya tu hai me ipa am namar mitnat ai ru am bai khana sko ki le rukdum le rukun sha kum ni ya so nam ha phi dai khana sko le kum khana sko kan ya so ta ya kedap besok nak kan ke ya le nak siang tak ba hei dai ka ma bani long khana tu si so ne am ke alat sisa di berum tate ki pom dal shu musim lam watang khia ru super khatang le de ban apa alat sisa la ingya sha ki berum tate serangkai. Mitip dan ayo dah bag jangan. Kita kikot kisah. Kisah ke mengenai hiyo mentah kasih. Adin si bos nama. Maksud bos saya masih jarang kiwai. Upur ko merdan baba yam nama.
Max, vad ska jag med eller kom slem man sjau med? När man sim gitu er phone jung med. Kom, boleh? Jai.
Uni ubreu. Ubdan kata ka man sim itip lam kanyaru. Ubdan ka man sim para breu. Mentar-mentar ni untuk bentuk kabek jangan. Drewnya. Usyang usupan. Umlah matang berniarap kan niarap.
Niarap.
Dari tangkat taruh. Wadi kelung berdarap umlah berniarap. Yang kali sana.
Kom. Saja. Siap menyetu ipi. Ini di persajungan. Buat ulang konsuat. Buat usak buat ngamen tah. Ndri ke pasang sot menyetu ipi. Buk ni umlaj ben keren. Umla hiru ban yok sngau. Bat umla hiru ban ya. Ban wat ye deru. Lak klen bude uai. Kumur mudur. Pitarai budang la ban yarap ipi. Ni lei mentau su im tang harngai. U im tang jingdro jemu. Bat ngamla masuk tu. Ayu. Kuat pun sutuk je ngah. Lagi ni kucing draw jemu. Mampai pang.
Lagi kerja ibu entah.
Biarap pala para beliau. Ya no bom biarap ni. Dan bok budang lai im. Dini beri besok ima. Max, kamu milakan mau biang. Kamu milak jam. Milakan malu cici kiai barang.
Udah ini beri tu betul ya kabek jangan mana.
Kam sim ya kini kedur. Li aja ke pulit. Nanti sekarang makin yuk kami udah ke besuk. Kenapa kau start sisa?